All this month, I am sharing some different perspectives and approaches that I've applied to my business over the last couple years. You can find a link to the prior video in this series below. And in today's video, I want to focus on how I've shifted my perspective on what's successful in my business and looking at things beyond metrics and goals when I evaluate where I'm spending my time in my business and when I'm thinking about what strategies I want to work with next. So I'm not saying we can't measure metrics or that metrics don't have a place in your strategy, but what if we expanded what success means and what we focus on in terms of outcomes in our business? So instead of just thinking of traditional metrics, say like sales, I also like to ask myself, what did I learn? While an experiment or strategy didn't have the desired outcome or the expected outcome, it doesn't automatically mean it was a failure or a waste of time. I like to think about it as an experience along the journey. I started thinking about this and I first heard the term winning results from Simone of Joyful Marketing, and she talks about it in one of her podcasts, so I will link that below. I have taken that idea and really applied it quite differently. So what are the winning results of things that you're doing in your business, even when you don't meet those expected metrics or those expected outcomes? So for me, it's more about looking at the bigger picture of actions in my business than just a few metrics in terms of how I'm using my time, what I have time for, or what I need to focus on. While the ultimate goal of running a business is make sales, right? It can be hard to maintain that as a motivation 100% of the time, especially when it's not happening, especially when you're first starting your business. And this is a perspective I really wish I had in those first couple years of starting my business. I think it would have relieved a lot of my stress and a lot of my anxiety in those first couple years if I had had a different perspective on like, okay, this experiment didn't really make sales, but I made great connections, or this experiment or this strategy didn't really grow my audience, but it allowed me to find a way to express myself that I find fun and easy, and it's a nice creative outlet, things like that. So the core questions I like to apply to any experiment or strategy that I'm trying is, what did I learn? What can I take that worked well? And what might I never do again? So that's one that I wouldn't naturally think of automatically. And I've really been looking at not only like, what do I want to do, but what do I not want to do? What did I not like about something? And how can I take these lessons into my next experiment? How can I fold these into what I'm doing next in my business? So I'm really building on strategies, and I'm really building my business more to my likes and my dislikes, as well as looking at, okay, there wasn't like a direct correlation here, but these other positive things happened, or this was a good way to do X, Y, and Z, which I didn't expect it to be. This perspective for me has really helped me look at projects differently, has helped me look at my business differently in a way that I don't think I would have intentionally looked at it before. Just by keeping this perspective of, what did I learn? What didn't I like about this? How can I build on this? And instead of just being like, okay, X action didn't result in X, Y, and Z, and not having such a narrow focus on what success means or what's working and not working in my business. It's kind of expanding the view of these experiments and these strategies I'm using in my business. So yes, I didn't make my income goal this month, but I did learn I like making short videos, or I did have some amazing networking opportunities, or I connected with somebody on X, Y, and Z topic that really inspired me. This wasn't my expected outcome, but I did learn these things. I did gain these things, even if it wasn't sales or that like other metric that I've been following. So these shifts aren't necessarily about changing completely how I do things, but more about expanding my perception of what I'm doing in my business. So I hope this one wasn't too out there for you, but truly this perspective of looking for the wins and looking past the expected outcomes has been a big game changer in keeping my momentum in my business and making me not feel like defeated if I try something and it doesn't work. If you want to learn more more about how I'm running my business, as well as get some help on structuring your business to better support you, make sure to check out the Hustle Happier Hub of Operations. That's my freebie hub, and that will also get you on my newsletter, which I'm going to be sharing throughout this year, how to do business to best fit you and give you some strategies and experiments to start trying in your business. So make sure you sign up. You can also find links below to the other videos in this series. Thanks for watching.